What's up, guys? Yeah, I want to make this look the best I can without going nuts. And of course I sprayed them down with simple green and then wiped them. So now they look a lot better than they did, believe it or not. But these things are just straight up nasty, man. Absolutely nasty. So I'm going to paint them. I just started scuffing the top of that one. Pretty nasty. So we're going to scuff them up, paint them. I'm going to paint what I can. Alright boys, it's Thursday night. I just got home from work. As you can see, the sun is still out. These valve covers, I will show a quick snippet of what they look like. For this one I just started scuffing last night with some bullshit sandpaper that I had laying around, some, you know, pretty fine grit stuff, 220 or whatever it was. And this one I haven't touched yet. I hadn't bought paint yet. I don't even know if I got you guys up to date. I just realized that I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm more of a driver than a mechanic. I may have said this before, but I'm definitely a mechanic out of necessity. And that goes for a few reasons. One, I don't trust people, especially don't trust people in Florida. Or let's just say I have a hard time trusting people. And, you know, it's just, it goes back to that old saying, if you want something done right, do it yourself. So I tend to feel like I'm better off doing it myself, even if I don't know what I'm doing per se. And that's obviously a lot more confidence is to be gained because of YouTube these days, but can be gained. But yeah, I picked up a Wix filter, picked up some anti-seize, realized I never even owned that stuff. But again, I've never done a project to this scale before. I realized the other night when I was about to buy more of this that I had bought this a while back when I was trying to put together some stuff for this build, knowing I would need it. Ran out of this, or never had it actually. Saw, what's his name, Infamous using it, and I had just been using simple green. I'd prefer to try to use this on the engine bay. Picked up a few colors. Sorry about the lighting right now. Out of the 4 Amazon recessed lights that I installed, you'll see that one over there is lit. Of course, you got this center light here, and I've got another one up there. But out of the 4 recessed ones, I took the time of cutting the holes for and installed. Only one of them is working at this point. It's ridiculous. And now, of course, I'm gonna have to take them all out. Hopefully I can find the same ones that plug into the wiring that I already have up there, because they're like a plug-in scenario. So I don't have to rewire everything, but better. Obviously the same style plug, but a better light, because I mean, they literally lasted a year. Which is kind of, it's fucking ridiculous. So I picked up some semi-gloss black. Now these are all engine paints, you know, for brackets and maybe pulley fronts, you know, the actual pulleys. This is more of a silver. It actually almost looks like the color of the car. So we'll see what happens there. I was gonna find a duplicate color paint match for the YZ or YX code for this car, just because there's a few things under the engine bay. I'd like to hit the strut towers real quick and then maybe clear them, just some touch-up stuff. But their paint code thing, they sell the paint, but they don't have the paint code system built into their computers at O'Reilly's, and my phone never works there. So I picked up some gloss because I am going to do the intake and the valve covers. And this is an engine metallic high heat. It's metallic black, and I'd like to do the intake this color, I think. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I don't have the sanding block for this stuff, but I didn't think I needed it. I like to do everything by feel, and it's all relatively small areas, so I'd rather be able to maneuver it around. It's 15 sheets from P2000 up down to P1000. Some things came from LMR today. Trying to really get this situation dwindled down to the point where I'm done ordering. This here, I felt like I'd be crazy not to replace, even though the fuel filter in the car looks like it's been replaced. When I was under there, the can looks relatively new. Obviously, I have the original coil in this car, so I felt like I needed to replace that. I have the original style cap and rotor, and it looks pretty rough, so of course I went with this one. I decided to go with a 190. I ordered a Walbro to my, as far as to the best of my memory, I ordered a Walbro. This is what I got. It's a 190 in tank, obviously, because again, I'm running the SCI kit. Sorry about the noise. I've got a property that's been vacant for the 2.5 years I've lived here, and is now apparently they're getting it ready to build, so that's gonna be interesting to see how noisy that is. So yeah, that's what I got, TI Automotive. I'm gonna go back and look at my order list and see if I did order a Walbro, and if I did, I'm gonna reach out to LMR and ask them what's up with that. This here is the V8 dual exhaust H-pipe hanger, because I obviously converted this from an automatic to a stick, and I didn't have the proper plate. The automatic one doesn't work, obviously, and I am running no mid-pipe hanger right now. And now that I've lowered the car, the H-pipe is just, I mean, I may as well just disconnect it and let it drag while I'm driving down the street, because it's going to hit everything. Let's see, what else do we have here? I found out the other night, I knew the car had the smog pump deleted on it. I could obviously see that, and I didn't know what they did as far as the back of the engine. You know, I didn't know how they did it. So I took a look last night, and apparently what they did is they left the piping back there that's bolted into the block, you know, into the head. They left that piping there, but they just, on this side of the piping, on this side, they cut it and they welded it shut. So that's what they did instead of, you know, putting the bolts in there, which at this point, you can't see it. It's cut really far back behind the block. Basically, it like sticks out maybe a ½ inch or an inch where it's pinched and then welded. So that's that. I did have to buy a smog pump delete pulley for the Vortech kit. So that's done. I decided to go with these valve cover gaskets, the metal and the rubber by Mal. We'll see. I've never used them before, but that's what I decided to go with. And again, this is an LMR order. I did pick up one other thing that I was going back and forth on, because I wanted to, you know, part of me wanted to just buy the stock one, so this car's missing it, is the cover, the coil cover. I, as you can see, went with the Moroso one. Comes with a few stickers, some little, I don't know, look like little Velcro sticky connection things, and little tabs, and a bolt, or a nut and a bolt, and then this little edging piece, which, to be honest, I want to show you guys something. The edge work on this piece is terrible, absolutely terrible. The piece itself, and again, I'm sorry about all the, I'll try to edit most of this crap out. The piece itself looks great, as you can see. All the welds on it look great. It's a nice looking piece, and it's not that heavy. It's really pretty light. I mean, it should be, considering what it is. But the edges, man, the edges, I mean, something could have been done about that. It's just terrible, absolutely terrible. And I mean, this thing wasn't super cheap. I just feel like they could have done something to deal with those edges. And I don't know if it's coming across in the video, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too picky. But yeah, that's that. So that ought to look nice. Kind of match the radiator a bit and whatever. I'll do the best I can with the paint that I got to make things look the best I can under there. I'm really not trying to turn this into you know, an ordeal. Alright boys, Saturday, and as I promised, it's a mess. Little king sting on the wing for some entertainment. Cans of paint everywhere, custom paint booths everywhere, as you can see. We got supercharger brackets hanging, you probably can't see it. Small pump pulley, supercharger bracket. Look at this setup, huh? Cone hanger, poke the hole through. Yeah. Sorry about the fan. Valve covers came out pretty good. Cleaned 30 years worth of shit off of them. Scuffed them. Cleaned them, scuffed them, sprayed them, clear coated them. I'm clear coating everything. I'm doing the intake right now. I believe I got to take the idle pulley off the original bracket because that has to be used for the supercharger setup. And I decided to do the intake. I basically just cleaned it and scuffed it. Throttle body and EGR spacer all together. This will probably get changed out eventually to a high performance intake when they're actually available again. In case you guys haven't checked, you can't buy an intake anywhere. This is a metallic black engine paint. It looks alright. It's kind of what I was going for, so I'm happy with it. See how it comes out. All I did was paint. Hey guys, all I did was paint the pots you could see. You know, I didn't hang it, spin it, twirl it, and paint every nook and cranny. Most of you guys probably know by now you can't get an upgraded intake, you know, trick flow or any of that stuff. They're all sold out. I mean, maybe there's a few out there, but for the most part, they're out of stock everywhere I looked. And I honestly wasn't going to pull the trigger anyway. I was just curious. I'd like to run this supercharger kit with the factory intake, throttle body, and MAF for now. But this is that black pearl metallic by Duplicolor, the high heat stuff, and some high heat engine clear. I just taped everything off. You guys will probably see a couple pictures that I'll throw in there. Like I said, the valve covers are done. We already did a quick shot of those. Idler pulley, I had to take that off because it needs to be used in the Vortech application. Taped the upper pulley, degreased it, well, scuffed it, degreased it, and there's the Vortech bracket. I got a few more things over there drying. I think you guys have already seen those. They're in boxes. I'm going to pop this hood now and start cleaning and just get it ready to, you know, get ready to put everything back together. I just want it to be as clean as I guess I can get it for now, you know. Hopefully I can control my OCD. This pulley I was going to paint, but it doesn't really need it. This is just the fan pulley. And this 5.0 plaque just needs to be clean. Yeah, just needs to be clean, so. Oh, guess what showed up? Where are they? I wanted the red hose kit from Mishimoto, but $160 is ridiculous. So I chose the $50 one from Amazon. And I'll be honest with you, I've seen the Mishimoto hose kit in person. And this, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, is the same kit with a different name printed on it. It was $52. I'm hoping everything is bent correctly, as it said it was designed for this application. But G Plus performance pots, obviously straight from China. So yeah, that's it, $52. I don't want to go crazy with different colors under the hood, really. I just wanted a touch of red. You know, I went with the red Ford 9mm plug wires, and obviously the red ignition coil and the MSD cap will add a little bit of red under there, but red and black, you know, red and black. That's the deal. So I think the intake came out pretty good. It had some blemishes on it from, when I took it, when I got the car, and I didn't want to go nuts sanding, trying to make it look like some show intake. And I didn't want to pull any of this throttle body and stuff apart because I'd need gaskets and blah, blah, blah. And to my knowledge, everything was fine. I want to stop pulling shit apart and creating more problems. So I just decided to paint it all, which I think looks pretty good. I taped everything up the best I could. And I like the way it came out. I really do. I think I'm happy with it. I think. I mean, yeah. For what it is, street car. Just wanted to look decent when I popped the hood. So, yeah, that's that. We're going to go from here and see how much more work we can get done today. I don't know what time it is right now. I'd say it's probably going on 5:30. So, time's limited. I'm probably going to fill a bucket with soap and water and just start wiping away. I got this rag kit or rag set, 150 rags for $30 from Amazon, the blue ones.